What is up YouTube, Kirks here, your favorite rank 1 old grandpa, and here we have one of the strongest AD carries in solo queue if you actually know what you're doing and your support isn't an absolute griefer. There is no other champion that accumulates such leads so fast and snowballs games so absolutely insanely well than Draven, the most powerful AD carry when you actually know what you're doing. So watching this video will show you everything you need to understand, and let's be honest, playing Draven is best done with a pre-made support. And there are a few options you have when it comes to building. You can run Conqueror or Lethal Tempo. I prefer a Lethal Tempo, and for your first item, depending on the composition you're facing, you can start off with a Dustblade of Draktar. The reason for that one is, the Dustblade will allow you to slow down the enemy and just hunt them down for free, and therefore you get easier kills. Alternatively, you can also go for the BT variant, because more sustain into heavy poke makes it a lot easier. The Karma started with a shielding ability rather than the rooting ability when this little exchange happened. With the rooting ability, they can make sure they can just walk away. With the shielding, they take a little bit less damage. But yeah, as you see, you should never walk up early game into a set. He will completely decimate you, especially if he gets the stun. And all he has to do for that one is pull one unit from the left side and one unit from the right side, smash them together, and then they're stunned. Now, the enemy team is forced to reset, so we get a quick crash here, and the Draven lane can basically do the same and quickly reset. This will completely change or return the lane to a neutral state. The Draven comes back with another longsword. In the other build you could have done this and gone back with a serrated dirk. This way it's also completely fine, it's not a problem, and now the enemy team needs to be really careful. The set, if he plays Hack Slash, can just walk into the brushes in the bottom side of the lane. And the moment that happens, he can just flash into the enemy and stun them, and once that happens, the Draven will immediately kill them, especially on level 3. So if you ever get too close to a set, you might just immediately die, and for the set to just be visible all the time is a massive mistake. You want to be invisible in these brushes to apply pressure, constant pressure, because the enemy has to constantly think about where you could be as of this moment. Flashes in with a nice combo. The Kai'Sa was not ready to, it has to flash away as well, and you see the massive damage the Draven is dishing out, as well as the set is just tanking up. Now it's a dive situation. Set doesn't have his second ability ready, I think, already. So yeah, this might be a little bit risky. They'll get one kill. Draven will certainly die for this, but the Draven got one kill. So you might see, okay, it's a 2 for 2, but it is more than worth it. Number one, the enemy bot lane will lose the wave, and the Fiddlesticks has to pick up the wave, which is reduced by jungle income, because he has the debuff for Monster Hunter. The Draven got the kill, which means he cashed in and gets bonus gold, and every bit of gold on Draven makes him even crazier. Nice banana combo with the Malphite just quickly capitalizing on the Twitch's gank. And now the enemy Kai'Sa has a big problem. Walking up again is immediate death, so be careful. You see it did happen, Hack slashing away, it's the only saving grace they have. And Fiddlesticks is hovering around looking for a potential angle here. He's aiming, he's looking. He knows he doesn't kill because, like, he will do this to cancel her recall. He knew this wouldn't kill because of Karma Shield, but he just wanted to let her cast recall. And then once he stands still, to then cast recall. Nice idea by the set to just walk straight for the Fiddle to maybe even interrupt the ultimate, but even better here, the Fiddlesticks just ulted into the wave and nothing happened. But yeah, very well done. What is the Varus doing in the river? He's a face rushing around. Karma is in front of all of them. That is a very risky play by the Karma. She's very tanky but gets thrown into the play by the set. Another kill for the Draven. He's making mad bank. And yeah, Kai'Sa hack slashing the wall, but good luck surviving that one. You are kinda stuck, my bro. And you're dead as well. Pure domination, pure killing, pure aggression. That's why I also prefer playing with Draven in the bot lane. You just constantly all in and kill people. And that is one of the only ways to make sure that you survive in this matchmaking. Because you need to get ridiculous leads early on until the late game. Otherwise, big trouble. Very big trouble. This Karma will also go for a full tank build, which we see with a Glacial Augment. And you see he has a pre-selected Duskblade, but he will go for BT. Simply because of enemy poke, right? They have Varus poke, which is annoying as well. They have Karma poke and some Kai'Sa poke. So it's very relevant for this Draven to always try to be high HP. Karma is not the primary target we want to kill this game. She's too tanky, she takes too much time to kill. It's all on the Kai'Sa. But the next issue is we don't have any... Oh, now the Fiddlesticks shows and everything is fine. Set has ultimate available. We can just straight up 100-0 dive the Kai'Sa. Not the Karma, we want to kill the Kai'Sa. So Set just has to walk into the Kai'Sa and all in her, and everything will be fine. The Karma is trading away so much HP and even a Mantra second ability. So if she doesn't get a reset on her passive or wants to expend ult, she has to recall here because she cannot protect anything. And funnily enough, they could have just dove. And it wasn't even risky because the set is too tanky already, with Fiddlesticks on the other side of the map. This way they even were able to keep their cooldowns. No, Fiddlesticks, no. And he falls, and another one bites the dust. Walking up, nice combo by the Malphite, ulting them over the wall here. Karma might be able to escape. Yeah, she is, thanks to her being tank. But they're getting everything they need. Everything is being picked up, and there's just nothing the enemy can do. Draven and Set are way too oppressive for Kai'Sa to handle. Like, Kai'Sa is a very weak laning champion, like, very weak during the laning phase. One of the weakest ADs during the laning phase. She requires the enemy to completely isolate themselves from the wave and other people to deal damage. And once she has Terminus and defensive boots, it's finally a champion that's very difficult to deal with. Nice E into the brush, thinking that the Fiddlesticks might be there already ulting over. So he, in case you didn't understand why he did that to potentially deny an incoming Fiddlesticks ult, rather than hitting the Aatrox. This Draven is so filthy rich, and now he ults down here to clear the remainder of the wave. Misses though, yikes. Is about to level up as well, so the ultimate was only rank 1, so he missed the wave, used level 1 ultimate, but he basically mind controlled them to walk away out of sheer fear of the Draven. And now we have a problem. This Draven has a BT, and he has an IE. At not even 7 minutes into the game. And now he'll go for Magnetic Blaster. And if there's something that is really OP on this champion, then it's Magnetic Blaster because of the extra range and the bonus movement speed you have from the item, as well as your second ability. That way, it will be so easy for you to constantly reach the people and deal so much damage just with one hit that the enemy can't play anymore. It's such an... What a nice play by the Set. He is just smurfing. That was such a nice play by him. The E flash forward, going behind them and ulting him back to the Draven for a free kill pickup. Support can be so unbelievably broken if played well. Karma around the corner, Fiddlesticks here in the backline, gets pulled together, gets knocked up by the Malphite ult as well. The Karma will fall here, and the next one, the Aatrox, comes around the corner. We exhausted him, the Kai'Sa is left alone, the Kai'Sa just gets tapped immediately, nice flash over the wall. And the poor Varus is the last one standing with the Aatrox as well. Aatrox pops the Gargoyle, reduces his own damage by a lot, and walks away with a sliver of HP. But the Twitchers, El Twitcho, is around the corner and about to kill this little demon. It's a complete massacre with Draven as a champion. The damage this champion does, if snowballing, is so dumb. And not only this, like, first off, your champion does so much damage, and second, it snowballs so hard because you get more rewards for killing people. Like, you farm, and as you farm, you stack up your passive stacks of adoration, and then you get a kill, and then you turn these adoration stacks into actual money. With that happening, you put yourself into the pole position of actually carrying because you have so much gold in your inventory to actually kill people with. Because look at the damage he's dealing to the Aatrox. And this guy probably has plated steel caps and some other stuff, whereas the Draven doesn't even have any armor pen yet. If you're wondering, why is this Draven going for more than 100% crit? It doesn't matter. He wants the benefits of the items over the crit chance. It doesn't matter if he quote-unquote loses 25% crit rate, because he's already capped. It doesn't matter to him. He rather wants the extra shielding from shield bow and some extra vamp than anything else. Arguably, you can make a point. He can go for defensive boots and exchange an item later for a better defensive item. Fiddlesticks ults in here. Gets suplexed away here by the set. The Karma tries to be the front line, gets killed by the last flying auto attack of the Draven with a magnetic blaster proc as well. And these fights are a little bit messy, to say the least. They are a little bit messy. Draven also is not going for QSS this game, as you see, so there is risk as well. I personally believe that QSS is so broken, especially this game. And if anything, as the game goes on, you would change your boots for Merc Treads, and your last defensive item should be a Maw. I think Maw in this game most likely will do more than Shield Bow, because as you're dealing damage, you recharge your Maw shield, and every single hit of yours will probably recharge a good half, if not 3/4 of your Maw shield. So I think it would be just a better pickup. Because only the magic damage on the enemy team, because it's highly magical damage, like Kai'Sa's big magical damage, Karma's big magical damage, then also the Fiddlesticks is big magical damage. Nice combo again, gets one-tapped here, but they don't really get anything from this play, but still, very nicely done. But yeah, key itemization can be very helpful, especially if you're facing certain damage types and simply want to survive. Karma not really doing any damage, she's just being annoying, clumping people together. Not something that you'd like to have this game, to be honest. Gets pulled in again, gets one-tapped. He already has QSS also pre-selected. So yeah, he knows about all these things. Like, he definitely knows about all these things. And yeah, blue buff also on Draven is very cool to have, because your mana cost, like, they might not be that high. But if you constantly spam your second ability and then even add more access, you actually notice that your mana is draining. Look at the patience here. Camille goes in, Camilla has ultimate available, one tap onto the Varus nearly, then the Aatrox dies as well, Kai'Sa walks forward, tries to aim for the stars. Nice stasis by the Malphite, survives this little onslaught. Looking for an angle, what are we doing, who are we aiming for, come on, make up your mind. And yeah, this might be a potential Baron angle. Oh no, they're waiting for the Fiddlesticks to make a mistake. Okay, apparently they, like, Karma can check brushes if people are in there with a second ability, because it will glow up and she can use it. But she has to still expose herself, so it's still better usually to use your first ability in max range, especially the empowered version, to tell yourself, like, to know if there's somebody in there. Alternatively, if you're tanky enough, you can walk up with your second ability, but still risk involved. But yeah, these are your options. Yes, an absolute snowball. They just have to make sure that the enemy cannot access the Baron area right now. If that happens, they can just take over an Ashe for free, because the enemy can't walk into them. They have too much damage, as you see. But the Draven needs to be careful. He has 3k gold in his pocket, and the Malphite is starting to grief. Nice flash away. Knockback as well. The Draven has too much damage, he's left alone. Lethal tempo fully stacked from the front line. Another chonker in the front line here with the Camille. Camille does get the kill here, but will fall to the Varus, because Varus is one of these champions that can kill anything. But you see the damage this Draven is doing. But again, we are forcing plays that are not necessary for the sake of fun. The Draven realizes this terrible wave state is actually going for the wave here, fixing this. And he has so much gold in the pocket that he really needs to find a reset angle and fully complete the next item he has. He can build anything he wants to. You can even, in all honesty, if you need to kill multiple people on Draven, you can even argue for Runaan's Hurricane. You can even make that argument. It's possible. But I think here, Maw would have been so insane. Would have been so nice to get Maw. Because the magic resist you gain against the champions you're facing, also the Varus, adds more damage mitigation to the mix and increase your HP constantly as you hit people. Whereas shield bow only procs if you're low, and that's something you do not want to have, because if you get low, the execute of the Varus Blighted Quiver might just one-tap you, and that is truly something you do not want to have. Kai'Sa jumps you, item procs, flashes away, and again, with Maw, this doesn't even get close because he takes way less damage, as well as with Change Boots, it's not even remotely that close. But yeah, I keep on saying this many times, as you hit 3 items plus, you can debate changing boots to a different type, because then defensive boots overtake damage boots, and for last items you can look for specific comps on the enemy team, specific damage types, and then itemize the best offensive and defensive item at the same time. And with that, we are at the end of this video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Check out in the description below the channel of this lovely video, and you'll see each other for more RiftGuides content very soon. Take care.